Hello children, in today's video we are going to see about one interesting chapter, the four realms of the earth. From the chapter 1, we saw about the planet Earth in detail. In solar system, we saw in detail about all the other planets including the earth. Then in the second chapter we saw about the latitudes and longitudes. You got one vast idea about it. Then about the motions of the earth. You learnt everything about the rotation, about the revolution, equinoxes, and then the summer solstice, winter solstice. You people are thorough with it. The next one we saw about the maps. Yes, again you got one idea about the maps. What is so interesting in this chapter? Yes, without any delay we move into this video. The three main components of the earth that is making the life possible. The components are the water, air and soil. They are not only in contact with each other, but they also interact and they are interdependent. Only when they are interdependent and when they interact, the life will exist. So this Earth's system, it consists of four major subsystems that is known as the domains or realms. They are the lithosphere, the hydrosphere, the atmosphere and the biosphere. Look at this slide, you will have a better understanding. The lithosphere, it deals with the land. The hydrosphere, it deals with the water. Atmosphere, it deals with the air. And biosphere, finally, the parts of the earth where life is found. It includes the land, the water and the lower part of the atmosphere. So in today's video, we are going to see about the lithosphere. What is the lithosphere? You can see the solid surface layer of the earth, and it is generally you call it as crust, and you can see the high mountains here, vast plains, deep valleys. Okay, all these are called as the lithosphere, and it shows that the earth's surface is not even. Yes, okay. The two main features on the earth's surface is called the continents and the oceanic basins. Coming to the continents, as you see, the continents are the large, they are vast, okay, and they are distinct land masses. They are not together, okay. They are separated by the water bodies, that is the oceans, the seas, okay. Continents are what? They are the large distinct land masses separated by the vast water bodies. There are 7 major continents in the world. Okay, so we'll start from here. It's Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America, and then the Australia and Antarctica. So these are the 7 major continents in the world. Now we will learn one by one. Okay. Asia, it is the largest continent, and as you compare with the other continent, and it covers nearly, when you see about the land area, okay, it covers nearly 1/3 of the total land area of the earth. Here is the equator. You can see the prime meridian here. According to that we will divide. This is the eastern hemisphere and this is the western hemisphere, and of course this is the northern hemisphere and this is the southern hemisphere. Now you see where the Asia is situated. So the entire continent, it lies in the northern hemisphere. Yes, and also you can observe that it lies in the eastern hemisphere. Okay, that is, the particular place is the eastern hemisphere when you compare with the Greenwich meridian. Okay, so to that only you are comparing that that is east of the Greenwich meridian. Okay, now one more thing also we need to observe, that is regarding the Tropic of Cancer, another latitude. This is equator, this is Tropic of Cancer. So what is passing through this? The Tropic of Cancer is passing through this continent. Very good. Here you can see the continent of Asia and the continent of Europe are joined together and they make a huge continuous landmass. The Europe and Asia together are called as the Eurasia, and then here in the border, what is separating these both continents is the Ural Mountains, and down you can see the Caspian Sea. Okay, so Asia is also the world's most populous continent with almost 4 billion people living here, which is more than 60% of the world's population. Next, we'll move on to the Europe. Europe is a smaller continent compared to Asia. So it lies to the west of Asia. Asia is here, it lies to the west of Asia. The Ural Mountains, they form the easternmost edge of Europe, and here Europe is a peninsula because it is covered by the water body on 3 sides. That is here the North Sea, here the Atlantic Ocean, and here you can see the Mediterranean Sea. So it is called as a peninsula. The Greenwich Meridian passes through the Europe. This continent only the Greenwich Meridian is passing. In this video we saw what are domains or realms. Then we saw about the 4 major subsystems. Then we saw in the picture wise also we had one clear information about it. Then we saw what is lithosphere. Okay, and then we saw about the continents, the major continents we saw, and then we saw about the Asia separately, and then the Europe, and how together they form Eurasia, and all those topics we saw. And now it's time to recollect. Okay, so now what you're going to do, try to respond to the questions in 5 seconds. Once you respond within the time limit, you earn a star. If you find the duration is very short, you can pause the video and figure out the answers. Okay, let's begin now. The Earth's system consists of major subsystems. Your time starts now. And your answer is 4. Yes, the Earth's system consists of 4 major subsystems. The next question. The parts of the Earth where life is found, including land, water, and the lower part of the atmosphere, is called. And your answer is biosphere. Very good. The next question. The is a solid surface layer of the Earth. Your time starts now. And your answer is lithosphere. Yes, the lithosphere is the solid surface layer of the Earth. The 4th question. Europe and Asia together are called. And your answer is Eurasia. Very good. The 5th question. The form the easternmost edge of Europe. And your answer is Ural Mountains. Very good. And I hope your score is this. Okay, and it is time to appreciate you all. Thank you, children. Have a great day.